Good morning. It's me, Elizabeth, at From the Ground Up Community Garden in Pensacola, Florida, under the 110 overpass, and I'm just doing a little check-in of the garden. Today is July 11th. It's about 9:30. I actually have some filmmakers coming out this morning, but I thought I would do a little check-in. It's about 83 degrees Fahrenheit, and it is super, super, super muggy. I like to start with the Meliton all the time because it's really one of my favorites. This one is Papa Sylvestre, came out of Metairie, but really all the way down and cut off originally. And du Meliton, we don't usually get fruit in the summer, and I think I mentioned earlier, but for the sake of mentioning it again, we really haven't our plants last year didn't survive, so these are all new, but I constantly have thrown them into their bed around February, March, and so they just kind of take off. So this is du Meliton over here and over here, and hopefully we'll get a really sweet crop in the fall. I don't know why that one looks so bad, but I do know that somebody was sprayed a chemical in here, and I'm a little worried about that. We are honing in on that issue. It's a big issue, huge issue for this garden, because we do claim to be pretty much organic. Still got a little love vine connected in there. Those morning glories will get us all the time. And right next to that we have, I can't remember what that's called, it starts with a J, but we have Poi or Terra next to it, not elephant ears. So actually I think we should ferment some of that maybe this coming week. Nasty old mulberry here in the goji berry, but we got a little goji berry happening right there. This is sort of our kids area, trying to make it into a kids area. Rather special. This old guy has seen better days, but the seeds will be ready for somebody. Cute little figs here that we got from UF, from their horticultural therapy grow house. Just wondering about the eucalyptus, because ours is looking weird as well. I got this in New Orleans. I think it's called Peroni, something like that. Little car. We got lots of things out here that are not in landfills, and this is the little kids space. We need to do some extra work on the house here. Figs. We have so many figs coming in, and 3 different varieties. So the figs are doing wonderful, and I'll pick some this morning. That's a turmeric bed over there. This truck bed has been kind of weird. So some of the okra just looks really puny, and this has been weeks. Maybe I started it too soon. I started it in February. I have some other okra plants that look a little better, but I don't really know. And look, there's a little bee that's super interested in whatever's still happening under that sunflower. Good morning, little bee. Turmeric, nasty love vine. Blackberries over here. This is the thornless variety. Still making a little bit here. Santa Rosa plum, weeping mulberry, we're all past that right now. Amaranth over here. This is my Seminole squash side, and the other side is going to be cucuzza, and that cucuzza is from my cousin, Caruso cousin, up in the in northwest Louisiana. Again, had a little issue with our grass people this time. We have all this blocked off. I'm going to be really respectful here, but I think this is pretty clear. Leave it, but they actually came in and cut it all. So I need signs everywhere. I'm always learning, 10 years, and I'm just always learning of things that I need to protect myself from, protect the plants from. It's super interesting how it never ceases to amaze me. The bees have been digging on these oyster shells. We do have beehives here. And I'll just run you through part of the garden so I don't take up all of your time this morning, but thanks for staying with me. Sunflowers are amazing. Of course, we have to cut some of this Meliton, or at least pull it back. That's all Meliton over there, and a lot of love vine. See, the okra's doing okay over here. And then we have roselle hibiscus. All this is turmeric. Beautiful little sunflower here blocking our path. We have leeks that it's about time to come out. The roselle's doing great. We have some roselle on the other end of the garden as well, and it's just really ready to be harvested and processed. Lots of blueberries still left. We'll be giving those away to some Valerie House folks. And this is our little blueberry bed. These are all the rabbit eye varieties, and then we have some pawpaw in the middle. And keep walking. Blue butterfly pea is coming in strong. So these are all of our tea flowers. We wind up stashing them and keeping them in one of the containers. And sometime I'll just do a container tour, but we have blue butterfly pea here, and then over on the other side. This is our little grow house. This is the Peggy Martin. My friend Andrea from New Orleans gave me a plant, and it's just going crazy at home. So we took some cuttings, and we got some Peggy Martin happening over here. 3 plants, hopefully they'll take. And we'll put some at the garden, of course. Again, lots of blueberries. We also planted this year, this is, oh, look at that. I got a first cucuzza. Now, I don't know if this is the good one or not. And we'll see if this sucker got pollinated or not. But this is the first one I've noticed so far. This came up on its own, but I'm going to tell you, I've not had cucuzza here in 2 years. So the seeds kind of came out. I don't know. I just kind of surrounded them with these cucuzzas to protect it once I noticed they were coming out. So it wasn't because I had the seed pods there, but we got some fruit. Hopefully they got pollinated, and we got them kind of tied in here with some muscadine. Just broke that branch. Sorry, branch. Sorry, little branch. But gotta love those spindles, right? There goes an anole, a brown anole. People say, get rid of them because they're not native, but you know what? I don't have a problem with them living here, and we get green anoles and we get brown anoles, and he is most welcome because he eats a lot of the little bugs that want to eat me. So we got the muscadines in here. We've gotten several varieties, and like I said, the roselle's doing really well. We need to start harvesting that. The city came in and cut all of our trees. You can see where they cut them. I just sometimes wish we had better communication, because it really changed a lot of things in the garden. I mean, you can see they had big branches all the way down here. So the heat in here has changed a lot. Here's our old sink. And over there we got more turmeric, because we tend to clean the turmeric around here. So we got more. And then this is indigo. So I'm gonna mess around again with the indigo this summer and fall. Some of this stuff is left from the Home Depot, these whiskey barrels. So we got some pretty basil here. And I just love these chicory plants. I love them so much. This one is actually called an Italian dandelion, but I think we all know it's in the chicory family. Super bitter green, but stunning, and just reproduces like crazy. It started out over here last year and then just took over. We cut it back and it's merged its way over there, so we'll leave it. Really, really pretty tomatoes. This is a plant from Corky. Corky's been growing our summertime foods for a long time, and I heard it was his last year, so maybe I need to save some of these branches from Corky's tomatoes, but those are really pretty and ready to go. The zinnias, I wish I had more this year. You know, every year is a little different, so we just ride with it. Gorgeous sunflower here. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm gonna come back and get a photo of that. Again, blue butterfly pea over here. This is a squash. Sometimes I get donations from Ace Hardware in Gulf Breeze, and I just put them in, and sometimes they take, and then sometimes we forget to check them. Lots of buds, probably squash vine borer in there, but I'm not sure. And again, kind of freaked out because we got sprayed. New crew, it's what happens. We've definitely benefited from having a lawn service come in. It's changed everything, but it's also, you know, a new crew can wreck a lot of things pretty quick. This is one of my favorites, the cucamelon. I have no idea what happened with it this year, but I have planted and planted and replanted. I think the slugs kept getting it. So this is one little plant that I have going, and I'm really hoping that we're gonna have it around until that it's gonna grow, produce, stretch out its little branches and make other plants, and that we're gonna have a big cucamelon supply here shortly and up through the winter until it starts to get too hot. So as you can see, we still have a lot of our brassicas in the garden. I just tend to leave them. We're still actually sharing them with Epps Christian Center and really whoever would want them. But they're fine. Just cooked down. Probably need to come in here and harvest or at least dehead a lot of this parsley. We got eggplant coming in. See, this okra is really pretty. So I'm not sure what's up with the car with the okra, but this okra is coming in. I think we've already gotten a few pieces. A lot of this was the Home Depot corner, so they kind of planted out this corner. Look at that eggplant. And they did a little bit different. We didn't have any of the hay in here. We're just putting the hay back. I feel like this is my sunchoke from last year. Paul had bought a bunch of sunchokes and we had them. We have just so many beautiful heads. And look, I think everybody knows the stinkabugs gravitate to the sunflower heads. So we'll let them stay there and stay off of some of our other foods. We have lots of beans over here. We've been harvesting them. So pole beans, and look, we got a milkweed in there, and I got a bunch of these from East Hill Edible Gardens, and I need to go back and look at the tags. We kind of put them in here because at the time we didn't have another space. So it'll be interesting to see what we get. And again, more turmeric. Turmeric's a really good thing for us because we use it for art. We use it for obviously the spice. We clean it, process it, dehydrate it, grind it, and then use it for paints and such. So rosemary, this is a weeping rosemary that we got out of New Orleans as well. I think that same place, I think it's called Peroni's, or maybe I'm just thinking of the beer. Walking through, we got cucumbers over here. The tomatoes are pretty much done. I did find a couple yesterday of green ones, which is what we really wanted. I mean, aside from those tomatoes over there. But this is all cucumber and a bit of a mess. Malabar has been here for 10 years since I came. When Kat was here, they planted the Malabar spinach, and it just never leaves. Got another little carnivorous over here, getting hot. And there's another one of our muscadines. I'm hoping to have a great crop of muscadines coming in. This is not okay. Okay. So old car, looking good. Again, we put more okra in here. I've always done well with okra in here. I'm just not sure what's going on. So I might have to get a few extra plants going. I really wanted a lot of okra this year. The ferns are so great. They died off in the winter and came right back. Oh, Mama Willow is doing lovely. And the banana stand looks great. Lemongrass looks great. We put the other southern highbush blueberries over here. And as you can see, we're getting ready to do a big plug for a new fence because we really need it. It's just rotting everywhere and it's just time. So we're looking for something more sturdy, something that's going to last, and we'll be doing some major fundraising. This is a loofah from last year. You can still see the loofah hanging in the magnolia tree. And again, look at this cut. I mean, I hate to complain or ask too much, but the communication would be great for a space like this. I know we share the space, so we just need to communicate, I'm hoping. So, let's see what citrus this is, because I really can't remember. Some people, people come in and they're like, I'm gonna take a lime. It's not a lime, it's a satsuma, not ready yet. So, again, all these things that I learn constantly. There's our honeybees. Lance is our apiarist. Apiarist. He's got lots of hives in here. Got a little cluster in here we need to do something about. This is filled up with water, so we just need to figure out how to empty that and then close that sucker up. Probably a big haven for mosquitoes now that I think about it. So yeah, we've had some unusual bugs in here that we don't usually get. Virginia creeper needs to go. Bye-bye. This was our mulberry. Another fig over here. This one came from New Orleans. I think it's Celeste. my friend Andrea, her mom's friend gave us this plant. And I love this directional sign. This is all Anonymous Junk Man. He's given us so many things, but we have Grow Dat on here in New Orleans, and then Picked It Perfection. And we're looking to add some more community gardens, but especially ones that we know. And I'm gonna finish up back here. Actually, let's look at this beautiful fig. Gorgeous fig right there. And I'm gonna finish up. Look, that's another thing from Anonymous Junkman, aka Dove Wilkins. We got our maypole. We're getting ready to do that on Tuesday with Valerie's house, and we're gonna do a drum circle. So I need everybody to do an anti-rain dance, please, 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 and make sure that that rain doesn't come in, or lightning, because we really want to finish this. And yeah, so this is pretty much the setup. Over there is a lot of education stuff. There might be an office someday. This is our air condition where we keep all of our seeds and things that need to stay cool. We're working on this air conditioner over here, trying to get some of this black just coated, but it just looks so blotchy and gross. So I'm just not sure what we're gonna do, but this was what was, I think it's called like elasma coat or something. It's what was recommended to reduce the heat by 15 degrees, but obviously we're not doing the whole thing. So I just need something creative. I need, it just looks so blotchy. And that, I think Max said, is like 3 coats. So boo. And yeah, anyway, so this is the back. We're getting ready to put another fence in outside of this area and kind of mark off our territory here. So all around there is going to be part of a fence up to that post over there. And anyway, I hope y'all are having a great day. This is Elizabeth. I'm gonna sign off for now, and I'll leave you this poem again because it's always good to read. This is Hand in Hand Creative, Andrew and Sarah. Rooted in community, we have everything we need. Abundance in all colors and forms. A place for you, a place for me. Growing more than soil and seeds. Learning as much from, this always chokes me up. Learning as much from the harvest as we do from the weeds. See, it always chokes me up. All right, y'all, have a good day. I think the film people are starting to get here for a little 24 or 48 hour film. And I'll check you later. Bye.